All right, people, how we doing out there? Sorry, I got to bring you into this, but this is the kind of nonsense that we deal with in our company because we have people at the end of the day that are bitter about our products. And I mean very bitter about our products because, number one, they're threatened by our products. They're upset because they've not been able to prove their products to work. And they feel that attacking me at the end of the day is going to basically help them. No, gentlemen, attacking me at the end of the day is basically, like I said, you're going to court, you're going to be sued over all this stuff at the end of the day. And yes, I am filing criminal charges. So Partay contacts me a few minutes ago. Again, like I said, very upset and bothered because, again, their products don't work. So the image you see in the thumbnail, Mr. Danny, your now email that you sent to my account a few minutes ago showing an image where you went in and dockered my picture from my demonstration and try to make my product look like that it's darker than what it came up. Look how dark the environment is. Went in and edited the picture, took it off my demonstration, and edited it to make it look darker so you can say that our products don't work. This is the reason why I'm suing you for money. I'm suing you for about a couple $1,000,000 because this is the kind of false accusations that you've been spreading about my company because you're threatened by my work and you're jealous. So that picture right there looks nothing like what you sent to my account just a few minutes ago. These bully tactics that you think at the end of the day are going to work, no, they're not. As of now, that email has already been transferred to FBI task force along with the pictures along with it. And in that email has your information at the bottom. You put down your Facebook information. You put down your Instagram information showing that you have been attacking our company, making false accusations, doctoring pictures, cyber stalking. You have multiple charges coming at you. So be prepared. They're coming for you next. Look at this right here. He put all his information in there. Squarespace, Facebook, Instagram. Keep in mind we have an email similar just like this where he goes and he curses it out. Then he went in and doctored my, said happy projecting, Partay, right there, put his name to it. There's his email address attached to it. And this is the picture he went in and doctored to make it look that dark. Now again, Danny, the problem you're going to have at the end of the day is that if the image came up that dark, none of my customers would be working right now. No one that we do business would be working right now. This is you, Crow, and the rest of them spreading false rumors about my products to make my products look bad. So as I said before, since we had this nice juicy piece of information from you, I am no longer going to sue you for $1,000,000. Let's try $15 million now. Because you sent me an email. We already have charges filed against you for cyberbullying, cyber harassment. We have an email now that just came over showing that you clearly went in and doctored my photo, took it off my video, made it darker than what it seems, and says at the end of the day that I'm basically selling nothing but black paint. Keep in mind, I have requested black paint from you, which I'm expecting to have my tracking numbers in 4 days. I will be sending out to you the emails showing that we gave you the opportunity to back it up. That 12 million is now 15. Keep it up, we can drive to 20. My lawyer said we can go as high as we want. So with that being said, it shows you how threatened they are of our products. We all sat here and watched the demonstration. We watched the demonstration being done yesterday on a 50 luminous projector. We displayed off our table. We showed demonstrations against white surfaces. We show our customer demonstrations. If my product came up that dark to begin with, it wouldn't even work for any of my customers. And that lighting you have in there is far darker than the environment we have in here. So I'm going to take an exact screenshot picture of what we did here and date the video. All your information, I'm going to send it over to the FBI task force so they can begin the process of tracking your whereabouts and where you're at. I'll be going down to Allentown Police Department tomorrow, and I'll be filing another set of criminal charges for harassing my company. Good luck. See you in court soon. And by the way, have my black paint. But that's to show you at the end of the day, when I tell you that people are threatened by our products and what we're about, that's the kind of nonsense we deal with. That is unbelievable. This person, and there's something wrong. Like I said, something wrong with them. Danny, As of today, do not get attached to your house, your land, or anything in it. You don't have 15 million. And when I get done talking to my attorney, sending this to him, I guarantee you the number is going to get much higher than that. So you want to take pictures off my account. And look how dark the background is. You can't even see any of the insulation, nothing. Look how dark he made it. When do you pick up sunlight? Do you see that? See the sunlight pushing through? If the sunlight is pushing through, it's on this side, not here. It would be there where it's coming from the window. How did you get it all the way out here? Yeah, you went in and doctored and photoshopped my pictures. So, that is cyber harassment, cyber bullying, cyber stalking. You've been stalking my company, and you put all your information down there for the FBI to get a hold of you now. And if you think because they don't have your address, Mr. Danny Rogers, they know what you look like. We even know what you look like because you did this podcast with Jamie and your face was clearly right off under the camera. So now we're going to send screenshots of your face. We're going to send all this information over to the FBI so they can begin their investigation and lead them to your channel and everything else so they can begin the investigation of following these additional charges against you. God, you guys are not smart at all, period. I can't even give you credit for being smart. At all, period. That shows you how threatening they are of our products. Guy incriminated himself that fast, that quick. They're in the middle of an open case and he's sending me stuff like that. Yeah. If my screen came up that dark, there's no way in the world I could take on the diamond. That'd be virtually impossible. White surface we couldn't run against, and none of my customers, by the way, would even function or work. And then we had the screen down here at 50 lumens. That wouldn't work either if it came up that dark. But you'll get a chance to basically back your claim in court. And by the way, I'm still going to be asking for my black paint. That's what it is. They're afraid. They're terrified. Because we requested for them to send us black paint and they know they can't send it. Danny can't even put his name on an address. Reason why he can't put his address on a box? Because he knows he's committed criminal charges. He got criminal charges being filed against him. That's why. You removed it, Danny. Look, you have to understand. You removed an entire state to keep us from buying your product. Mind you, that's going to come up in court. As you could back your products. If you sit there and say, well, he slandered my products. Well, we did try to buy them. He moved an entire state. As a matter of fact, we have canceled orders on you, showing that you went in and basically canceled orders and put money back in our account. If your product works so well, no one cancels orders when your product works well. And on top of that, because in fact you pulled an entire marketplace down, you removed it. You talked all that trash, locked your shopping carts ahead of time so we couldn't place any orders, put a little smiley face out there, and then when we went to go buy your product, you've removed an entire state of Pennsylvania. And you're angry about that. You're mad because you got on camera, you talked all this nonsense about your product. You couldn't even paint in a decent black screen. It is not my fault at the end of the day that your product can't see black. That's your product. You got Solid Wake 5 to come on there and do the demonstration. What happened? What he said, the other product had an advantage point. You both have black screens. You're supposed to have a black screen. The other product should have not have had an advantage point on a Starfield. Heck, his arcade machine in the back was actually darker than the screen. He failed in multiple demonstrations. As a matter of fact, that Series A, letter red, dark gray, that came out also too. Didn't come out the color it did. So your product doesn't work. And even in your own demonstration, which you put a passcode on there, which I don't know why, because anyone can just go to the original YouTube video and watch it. Your product came out gray multiple times. And then somehow, some magically how, in the middle of drying the screen, which we never saw, your screen turned black. But in the same container, when you painted it up close, it was gray again. After you stirred it multiple times, after he shook it multiple times, it came up gray. Gentlemen, you're all accused of fraud. All of you. You've all worked together. You've all conspired together to commit fraud. All of you. So you will have your day in court. But this stuff right here is just going to get you more in trouble. So after this video, I'll be contacting the FBI and I'll be putting all your information in. Also, too, I'll be following another set of new charges against you. And since we now have an email, which we didn't have before, a recent one, thank you so much for that, that has all your contact information on it, easy to trace back to you. And we do have pictures of what you look like, because I know on camera you try to hide your face, but You remember, didn't you do a Crowcast video? You did, didn't you? And you were in there with Jamie. You were in there with Solid Week 5, which shows that all three of you know each other. All right, I'm going to go get that video, get a picture of it, and get this over to them, give them a call, and get ready set up. Oh, my goodness. That is just unbelievable. I told you the jealousy of dealing with the devil right there. That is just a sad individual. Trying to make my images seem darker. So you're going to send that to me at the end of the day. What do you think is going to happen at the end of the day? You're giving me more evidence to file more charges against you. That's what you're doing. You're digging a deeper hole for yourself. It's kind of like, you know, you're digging a hole, and you're like, you know what? Forget the shovel. Let me go get a backhoe instead. That's literally what you're doing. And you sent me an email with all your information tied to it. So you see that picture right there, Mr. Danny? You're going to have to back up in court that that's how our products perform. Because my lawyer doesn't like you guys, and he wants to make you guys do it. He's going to make you do it. He's going to get the judge to have you paint my screen and then display it. You're going to do my demonstration right there in the courtroom, and then you're going to try to show how in the world did our product get that dark. And if you can't prove this, we don't need you to do that. We're going to do it anyway because I know it's very uncomfortable. But if you can't prove this, you're going to owe me a lot of money, and you don't have that kind of money at the end of the day. You talk about all this money you had. We had we had to go in and basically we have to do a financial, what they call appraisal of what you have and what you can meet the criteria of what we're suing you for. But even if you don't have it, it doesn't really make a difference. It's like trying to outrun the Empire State Building as it's collapsing on top of you. You're going to get struck with something. So the bottom line is you don't have the money to pay me. And if you don't have the money to pay me, that means the lawyers are going to take everything from you. You just made the situation extremely worse for yourself. Extremely worse. But I told you they play the devil's game. And that's what you're going to go through today. We got an official email from you with all your information, different tags, Partay this and Partay that, and we can show emails to match that you sent us emails cursing and threatening us. Plus the doctored picture. So, enjoy your new charges. And I'll see you in court soon. Oh, my goodness. That's what you deal with, and you deal with people at the end of the day that are threatened by your products. 4K demonstrations. That's what you deal with. Gentlemen, I'm going to be on site this year. I'm going to be at over 60 locations now because I got people throwing their hats in because they want our technology over there. I have customers, I have people I've done business with that can back our company at 100%. Not only that, I can back it up in a courtroom and any place else. You can't. He's mad because he got a letter. He got a letter from Sony. Sony reached out to him because he has a copyright, well, actually trademark infringement lawsuit that's going to be coming toward him because he used the word PSP. You can't use PSP because, again, when you dig it up, the only thing that comes up is PlayStation Portable. You are too close. It's called a similarity trademark infringement lawsuit. He has to remove everything and anything. He can't even have videos stating at the end of the day. They have him give him a judgment, cease and desist order to remove. And if he doesn't, he faces a nasty lawsuit. Now, he's mad at me at the end of the day because I told you it was going to happen. It is going to happen. On top of that, your company is still going to court. We're still going to take your company to court because we're challenging your company. We're challenging your company committed fraud. We're also challenging that you are making hazardous materials and products that you have no licensing, not the facility, and you don't even have a license as a certified chemist to make a statement that your products are not, your products are not products over the counter. So where are you getting these chemicals from? You're being challenged on that. You're also being challenged on the range game, which is also, too, something that's considered to be fake. It's not real. And if you have an open, active shopping cart and you're taking orders from customers, you have automatically committed fraud. If you're convicted of this, Mr. Danny, you're looking at 30-year prison sentence, but now much more higher than that because we can contact the FBI on the information you just sent me with your email and everything attached to it, including previous emails that we received from you threatening us. that have the same information that you just sent over to us. I'm going to send your picture over that you claim that that's our products. We're going to take a snapshot of our picture what we have here from the video. I'm also too going to take your picture that we saved from the Crowcast video of you guys talking trash about me, also using my copyrighted material without my permission, and I'm going to send a nice big picture of you right over there to them. So now we know what you look like, they have where your business is located, they have all your freaking social media sites, and I'm guarantee you at the end of the day, with your picture there, they can easily figure out and put that in their computer system and track down who you are. You know, because they got a system like that. You just take a photo, police have it too, and you stick it in there. And that machine will definitely do a match on where that picture came up at. So they'll have your information that fast. Gentlemen, you have to understand this is how things work over there, okay? You think because you hide behind a desk or a computer or phone, no one knows who you are. Let me explain something to you. Your face alone can be tracked. So all they got to do, and this is not freaking video game, this is actually a real thing at the end of the day. It's called face recognition software. And all you have to do is take your photo and stick it in that computer, and that computer is going to find an identical match anywhere. Even your signature can be slid in there, Mr. Williams, and they can figure out exactly who you are from your signature. So that picture will come up on your work ID, Social Security, all that good stuff. It'll pop up everywhere. Medical records, dental records, even in front of a gas station, paying for gas, there's cameras everywhere. You're going to be picked up, and they're going to find out exactly who you are within minutes. And now, with that being said, you are now added to the case. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So how you guys do some dumb stuff, I swear. And you send me an email? Really? With your business contact and all your information attached to it? In a document photo showing that's supposed to be our product at the end of the day? Really? Wow, I told you, they're the worst enemy. You don't have to do much. They're the worst enemy at the end of the day. They do more damage to themselves. You just sit back and just watch them self-destruct. That's pretty much what they do. I'm not going to go into basically what's going to happen to you, gentlemen, when you reach that big house, because again, some of you don't look like that you basically fit in. So I'm not going to talk about that. That's between you and what you have to deal with when you get to that point. But Danny, you put a big smile on my face, and you did. And God is good. He handed you right over to us. You can't get no better than that. Email directly from him, and he literally put down the rest of his information and got another one to match with it. Here we go. We're going to send this over today. Got it dated and everything. And that's me replying back telling you, hello, thank you for the email, because yeah, you're in trouble, got you messed up. See you in court soon, and I will, and don't forget my black paint. And what's your address attached to it? And if you decide that you don't want to send me the black paint, and you're not going to give me the address and don't worry, you already gave it to me. Sending me that email, you already gave it to me. You gave me probable cause. Let's get this pulled up so we can get this ready. I have to go down and get another incident report because we have to fill out another separate document on you guys. I told you, the worst enemies at the worst end of the day. That's how you deal with the devil. I need to go pick up other charges too. I got more charges that are being filed. All right, that's the best gift ever. Thank you so much. Mr. Danny Rogers. Oh, that video of you guys chatting and talking, we'll send that over too, while we're at it. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I couldn't ask for anything more. I tell you, the devil used you like there's no tomorrow. Sat there and whispered all up in your ear, like, send him that picture over, so and so and so. And you sent it right over, and you just gave me substantial evidence against you. You do know when we sit in front of a judge, she's going to see that, or he's going to see that. One of them going to see it. So when we reach the FBI today, I'm going to file charges for cyber stalking, cyber bullying, and also to committing fraud against my company. Oh, also to cyber harassment. And when we get to court, same thing like Fernando, we're going to ask the judge to keep us happy, at least 30 to 50 years. Oh yeah, the number's going to jump by a lot. I want 50 years now. I want 50 years to keep me happy. Look, either way, some of you are facing post office fraud charge. You're automatically looking at 4 years already. So, you know, just deal with it when it comes. That's all. That's all you can do. You're going to send me a gift. You definitely sent me a gift. Thank you so much. Birthday gets better and better. And the interesting thing about it is, I guess he felt when he sent it over that it was going to be a bad day for me. No, you have no idea what that's worth for me over at the end of the day. You literally sent me an email changing and altering my pictures to make them look like they're darker. That's what you did. And you sent it with your company's email and all. Oh, matter of fact, I'm suing your company too. I forgot about that. I'm going to file 2 lawsuits, one personally against you and one against your company. You did send it on your company account, right? So guess what? You got a lawsuit coming towards your company also. Since you want to use your company and you want to abuse it, then guess what? Yeah, I'm going to sue your company. Yeah. Gee, man, that's the best thing that could have happened. The best thing that could have happened. God is good. Hurt me at the end of the day. You're hurting yourself. And we'll make it known if you ever sit there and say that you don't have the money to pay us, or we got an email from you saying that you got more than enough money. Remember that statement you made? You have more than enough money. So, I don't think your wife's going to be too pleased that she's going to lose her beautiful home. You're going to lose your land and everything with it. You don't have $15 million to pay me. And since you don't have that money to pay me, then guess what happens to you? You become homeless. Well, no, you're not homeless because you got prison time coming up. So you don't become homeless. Gee whiz Louise. Easy. Easy. Open and shut. Yeah, I'll make it super easy for my company. I do these demonstrations, gentlemen, all the time. I do this at 50 lumens, I do them at 1,000 lumens, I do them inside, outside. I can do this in a courtroom all day long. So that demonstration you just showed, I'm going to have my lawyer have you paint my screen in. You're going to paint my screen in, you're going to know it's going to be fast and quick, it's a good product, and you're going to basically prove that my product did that. That's an FLE technology you just mocked. So I hope you can back it up, because you can't. It's going to cost you everything, and I mean everything. Your freedom and your finances, and even maybe your marriage, because once your wife finds out that you did dirty tactics like that and cost them their beautiful home, her beautiful home, and everything that she holds dear to, she's going to divorce you. And I'm not being rude here by saying that. She's going to divorce her. Mind you, the lawsuit can carry over to her too. So, you're grown men at the end of the day. You should know better than this, to send us stuff like that. You know what's going to happen. Jeez, easy. Make it too easy. Where's that whatchamacallit at? Yeah, that was real dumb. Now, mind you, all the stuff that Jamie's getting blamed for, you know, racial slurs and all that stuff, you guys are actually piled onto that same report. You're piled on the same report. All that. So all that's going to be before a judge. Racial slurs, pornography, both of you abusing your websites and all that stuff. Gee whiz, gentlemen. You know, common sense is not for you. Some people, common sense is for it. Some people, common sense is not. Mr. Danny, since you said that's how our product looks under a white surface, my lawyer, like I said, my lawyer can't wait to get their hands on you. You're going to paint my screen in that courtroom. That's what you're going to do. And you're going to set a white surface next to it. I'm going to have you set some white paper up against it, and you're going to try to match the same demonstration you just showed me. Now, we know you can't do this, but we're going to make you do this. And you can't do anything about it, because the judge is going to order you to do it. What are you going to do? Okay. That's what's going to happen, gentlemen. Well, there's my technology right there. Can't blame people at the end of the day because your product doesn't work. That's what you're mad about. You messed up. Should have done a better job when you designed it. Contacting me and trying to harass me at the end of the day or trying to bully me isn't going to work. You literally just gave me some amazing information at the end of the day. Let me get your face too. I got a picture. I'll get a picture of your face. I think we have you on. Let's see. There's a picture of you. No, we don't put your face, no puppet bodies. Let me take a screenshot or take a picture of your face. Because the first thing they want to know is what you look like, all your information. We have his YouTube channel. We have an email came from him, all his personal information. This is his website, and this is what his face looks like. While I'm over there, I have a picture of Solid Wake 5. We'll submit your pictures of what you look like. All of you, your pictures will be submitted over today. Like I said, they got that nice little computer system. Just scans your photo, sticks it in that database, and that database will track everything you could possibly think of. They'll find it and match it to your face. Your address will pop up by the day. And then once we have your address, because we will get your address, my attorney will actually get that. I can't get it. We'll start filing our lawsuits. All right, let's get a picture of you. I don't need it up your site. We already have it. If we type that in, all that evidence is going to pop up. That's going to be way too much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through the search. What is recent? Let me get something else in here while we're playing around. She made these false statements about my products. Now, defamation lawsuit, I have enough already on you. I can actually sue you for defamation for that also too, because you did try to slander my product. So I guess that'll be your second one now, right? Because you did one with my face on a cat, call me puss or whatever you call me. That's another lawsuit. And then you went in and you basically sent me that photo claiming that's how my product is supposed to look. There's your other one. You don't learn anything at all. Let me see what we got here. Bitter and angry. Gentlemen, the difference between me and you at the end of the day is that me, I'm the one taking you to court. You're not taking me to court at the end of the day. You haven't filed any criminal charges on me. You haven't filed anything on taking me to court for anything. You know why? I can back my company up by saying, where's my black paint? Because, again, you're going to send me black paint. If you don't, this is going to come with some heavy consequences. Because, again, no lawyer is going to defend you on the face of the planet. You take it as a joke as you want. I've seen why Danny always keeps his face covered and he always sits behind the camera, but he messed up when he went on that Crowcast. Your face was right out in the open. So now we got a clear shot of your face. So now we'll send it over to the FBI to track your whereabouts, to figure out where you're at. That's what I noticed. In all your videos, you cover your face. You sit behind the camera. That's where we caught you. When I saw you, I said, oh, that's what he looks like. Gotcha. And not only that, it shows that all y'all know each other, because that's the first thing to do. When parties get caught and get arrested, they start denying that they don't know each other. Like, I don't know that person at the end of the day. That's what they start to do. But you do all know each other because you had a conversation, you're talking about your families and everything, so you do all know each other. All right, so let's get the digging here. Okay. Here we go. I got you. What time we got? Should be early enough for me to give him a call. Oh, it's plenty of time. Plenty of time. Slow color changer. I need time to give him a call. I don't play around, gentlemen. I'm not the one to play with. There you go, Mr. Rogers, right up there on the top. Solemn Wake 5 on one end and Jamie on the other end. We'll send that video over to him today, showing you guys all know each other. And then I'm going to go over and send your picture over, Mr. Wake. No, Mr. Wake. Actually, all you're going to be going over today. Yeah, we dubbed a copy of it, showing that you all three know each other. See you in court soon, gentlemen. Very, very soon. Oh, you even got your names down here. What in the world? Yeah, his name, Danny Parker. Hey, Danny Parker, how are you doing today? Danny Parker. Interesting. Well, anyway, whatever your name is going to be, Danny Parker, Danny Rogers, doesn't make a difference. We got your face. And there's Jamie right in the middle of it all. Gentlemen, you're looking at very serious prison time. I'm going to make sure, as I said before, you're not coming home when we're done with you. You're just not going to come home. You should know better to send me stuff like that. You're giving me evidence. We're going to use this against you in court. Anything you send to you is in court. Danny spent a good amount of his time hiding behind cameras to try to keep people from basically seeing what he looks like. But you did a whole crow casting, right? So your face was right there on camera. So let me get a picture of this to send over. Thank you so much. At the end of the day, don't do dumb stuff. It gets you in a lot of trouble. I need a picture for that one. For that one. We got you in several different shots. Oh, matter of fact, we got you basically doing a review on this product. So we got you there, and we got you in several different places we can pinpoint you to. Also, too, you talked on camera, right? So they have something called voice recognition software, too. So, gotta be careful, gentlemen, with this kind of stuff. You gotta understand who you're dealing with. Use my logo without my permission, too, right? Let's see. Let's get a shot of all you together. There we go. New charges, gentlemen, today. As I said before, you're making it worse for yourself. I read out basically how much time you can get basically if you're caught for any of these charges. And we're talking about real serious jail time here. So when I say you're not going home, you're not going home. My attorney wants an official 30 to 50 years to satisfy us. I told you the number was going to jump if you don't have my black paint. Because that means once we have, like, we already have enough evidence. But when you reach that point, when you have that nail in the coffin evidence at the end of the day, sky's the limits on what you can do in that courtroom. You can ask for anything you want, for ridiculous stuff. Doesn't make a difference. As long as you can win it, you can ask for it. So, I think I want a minimum of 40 to 50 years to keep us happy, without parole. You should have never sent me over that email, ever. That was just the dumbest thing ever you could have done. And then to have all your information attached to it. I need a photo of him. We need a, where did we copy? I want to definitely need this one here. No, we have it here. We're going to upload it onto the computer. So we have it here. We just upload it from the computer. I run it through my Facebook account right now. This goes to my private messaging, so it doesn't go anyplace else. So we have your information there only. Send this photo from here, from my phone, to my private Facebook account. I'll put you into my messaging. That's where I'll send it to. And then from my messaging, I'll go in and load you into a folder. And from a folder, I'll print you out. So you're good to go. That way I can take you down to the police station, get you taken care of from there, because I have to have charges against you on that one. And on top of the FBI, we can forward whatever we want because we have an open tab for them to, if we have any problems at the end of the day, we can just send more information or additional information on you. So I'm going to be filing charges against you, Danny, for cyber harassment, cyber bullying, also to committing fraud against my company, and cyber, was it harassment, bullying, and stalking will be the other one. If you're found guilty in cyber stalking. Yeah, we're gonna make sure these are all stick. Yeah, this is how you deal with the devil, people. See, at the end, what they want. Oh shoot! Yeah, that's gonna be pretty bad. That's cyber stalking. Basically, you might have to basically sign your name to a sex offender list, even though it has nothing to do with that. Yeah, there's stalking involved. They may put you on that list. You might have to basically register one of those. Gee whiz, your life is ruined after that one. Yeah, and you do know that basically you end up on the FBI list. You have a criminal record. When you come, if you do get out of this situation, you don't have a police record. You have a criminal record with the FBI. You can't get work anywhere. No one will hire you because you have to have done something pretty jacked up to end up on that list. You have already destroyed your life already. That was the dumbest thing, Danny, you could have ever did, was send me an email with your information. He's Crow at the end of the day. He does dumb stuff at the end. He does do dumb stuff. But he uses a lot of fake emails. But the fake emails can be traced. That's a problem he doesn't realize. All those emails can be traced to make a difference. But you literally sent me an email with your company's information on it. And showed evidence of you doctoring and changing and darkening their images to make them look like something that they're not. There's a defamation lawsuit there for you. So, when I send this over to my lawyer, like, these guys are going to get me a boat. They're going to get my attorney a boat. What they want at the end of the day, people will act like this. They want you to act like them. They want you to go out and say something stupid, curse on camera. That's what they want you to do. That's why they do that kind of stuff. They're trying to bring you down to their level. Don't go down to their level. What you do is you go in and you file criminal charges on them. That's what you do. You sue them and take them to court. You take everything that they have, everything that they own, take it all from them. And then when you're done with that, if they did anything stupid enough to cross the line for it to be a charges for basically criminal charges, you press your charges and you take away their freedom. And when they're sitting up in that holding cell in that 4x8, because all you can do in there is think. And you're sitting in your holding cell and you just realize you lost everything. But you know what's going to hurt you the most while you're in that holding cell? You can't see your wife anymore. That's gone. Can't see your kids anymore. Can't see your family. All that's gone. And then one day you're going to get that letter. That letter's going to say that she ain't waiting for you. She's going to meet somebody else and she's gone. That's when it gets real bad for you. And that's going to happen anyway because, look, consider the fact that I'm in the situation you got yourself into. I'm not saying this to be nasty, but it's true. I've seen it happen when I was in there. It's true. Not only did you basically get yourself locked up, but you took away the financial capability of taking care of your family. You took that too also. Do you think your wife's going to stick around for that? No, she's not going to stick around for that. And then finding out if she's married, which is a possibility she could get hit with some of this stuff. No, she's going to divorce you. So bye-bye wife. She's going to be with somebody else that has better common sense at the end of the day. And she's going to talk about, yeah, I was married to that joker at the end of the day, and he didn't do jack. He did this, that, and the other. He provided for my family because you know you're good men that provide for your family. I'm not going to put you down on that. I see you do provide for your family. But you're not smart. So she's going to talk about you to her new one. And she's going to say, yeah, he provided. He was a good man at the end of the day, but he made dumb decisions. Where is he at right now? He's in jail. What happened? We lost everything. We got sued. I can sue you on that email alone by itself. Say that I can't. Dare that I can. I can. I had proof that you went in and doctored my pictures to make them look darker. And then sent them back to me to say that, hey, look, this is what your image looks like. If I did that to Black Diamonds today, doctored their pictures to make them look real dark, and say, here's what your product looked like, I have a lawsuit on me in a hot second. You're going to get sued for that. So, your wife is going to go meet somebody else. If you don't believe me, Go sit down and have a conversation with, say, hey, look, this is this guy on the internet that we did all this stuff to, and we can't take him to court because we don't know pretty much of anything. Well, in other words, you can't take me to court because what you said was a lie and none of you can back it up. We're going to go to court. This guy's going to take us to court. He's going to basically have us arrested, and he's basically going to sue the daylights out of us. See if she basically, see how she looks at you after that conversation. And do you one better, go talk to an attorney and tell him exactly everything you did. Because if you did have a case against me, and if you did have the capability of saying that nothing will happen to you, and you got a defense attorney, they would have reached out to us by now. And they would have told us, look, if you don't stop all that making these false lies against these gentlemen, we're going to file a counter lawsuit against you. I haven't heard from anybody yet. That's why I asked you to have your attorneys contact me. Because I would like to have a conversation with them. I'm going to show them all the evidence that we have down through time of what you guys have done. And I guarantee that attorney's going to say to you, you're screwed. You can have an attorney contact me and speak to me and say, hey, look, you can't go on YouTube and make these false accusations unless you have 100% proof that they did what they did. If not, I can file a lawsuit against you for defamation and slander. Where's your attorneys at? I gave you last month. I told you guys to contact me with attorneys. No one's reached out to me at all, period. Yeah, because you screwed up that badly that you can't go tell attorney about this at all, period. So that tells me right there from the door, it tells my attorneys right there from the door, if I gave you that opportunity, yeah. Same thing with you, Jamie. I gave you the opportunity to send me black paint. If I'm doing all these things that I am, where's the black paint? All right then. So why, if Danny's not going to send over black paint? Well, number one, he knows we can back it up. Number two, he doesn't want his information on a box that we can basically get to our attorneys and to the FBI because he feels that he knows he's committed a crime. But you've already gave me one better. You have given me the best gift ever. I got sitting there right now. I have an email with your company's name on it and information and clearly showing evidence of you doctoring my pictures to make them look darker. And I got your face. See you soon, Danny. Real soon. Threatening me at the end of the day, gentlemen, it's not going to help you at all. I know you feel that threatening me and all this is not going to help you. It's going to make things far worse for you. Far, far worse. I don't know. I think last time he sent us an email telling us to shut my blanking mouth and blanking this and this, that, and the other, and I'll slap you with a lawsuit. Maybe that may work with other people you talk to, but you got a different person at the end of the day. You're not threatening no Christian at the end of the day. I don't fear you at all, period, whatsoever. All you do is just give me more evidence to prosecute you. All right, so we got a nice picture of what you look like. That's good. I want to make sure got all that right there. Got all the three of y'all in the room talking and having a nice conversation. Wait, do we have a video of this? We got the video, right? Let's see what I'm for doing this. Let's see. Perfect. Salome McFly. That's a nice shot of you right there, isn't it? Yes, it is, buddy. I even got a picture of the same face sitting there right along the receipts that you took pictures of when you committed fraud against my company. I even got you on your YouTube channel basically showing my face multiple times in thumbnails and crying about you not losing your house. I can't express this enough to you, my man. I'm taking the house and everything else involved with it. Everything. You can't pay me that kind of money back. Where else you going to get it? You got a rich uncle somewhere or somebody? Get somebody at the end of the day to pay that money to us. And lawsuit may jump higher than that. By the time we reach court, depends on how the attorneys are feeling. If they're feeling giddy as a schoolgirl with a new dress, you can look at a lot higher than that. We're in a barrier in financial ruins. It's definitely going to happen. All you're doing when you're contacting me is just making things worse. We're just stacking your case up.
No, Jamie, this is going to be the conspiracy charge that will be filed against you, and link the rest of them along with it.
Gentlemen, there's a conspiracy charge that was filed against you. Conspiracy charge can actually tip the scale and actually give you even more time than you already have. It's kind of like a a booster. So it shows that all you were involved in trying to destroy my company and try to make my company look bad.
We just have to get Danny really quick.
No,
So you just mentioned we have to get Danny really quick, which means you guys all know each other. So I told you when they get them in those interrogation rooms and they start fighting a little bit among each other about who's got the blame for most of it, Crow's getting the most of it all. That's what's going to happen automatically. But Crow is going to try to drag them down with him. It's definitely going to happen. It's going to sort of fight between them about who doesn't know who. I don't know him that well. I'm not affiliated with him. I talked to him a couple of times. Problem we have here is we got you guys in multiple videos having conversations, and not only did you talk about basically knowing each other, but you talked about each other's families, which means you guys know each other pretty well. Gotta be careful when you do stuff like this. It'll get you in a lot of trouble.
Have maybe an hour. Looks good right there. Right. Yeah. Looks really good. Actually, all right. Yeah.
I'm just going to turn it up just a little bit, see if I can get sound.
Okay, I could hear you perfectly. Now,
Gotcha.
Gentlemen, you're going to see this in court. This is a conspiracy charge you're going to file against you. This can get you an additional, let me see how many years you could get for conspiracy. It's pretty up there. How much time can you get in jail if you're charged with conspiracy? Conspiracy charge as long as you, oh shoot, are you freaking kidding me? You can go to jail for conspiracy alone. You can go to jail for it. 5 years. So there'd be additional 5 years added on to your already time served. You'll get that for that. Showing that you guys all knew each other, that you all conspired to basically go in and basically damage my company and try to make my company look bad. That you guys all know each other. And Danny's little piece of information today. Ooh, I couldn't ask for anything better today.
let's see if Danny can join really quick.
Let's see if Danny can join really quick, which Crow says. So Crow, you do know Danny. You guys all know each other. And Danny just sent us over that information just a few minutes ago.
see if Danny can join. This is all that's needed.
That's all
You
that's
got
needed.
enough.
We got enough. That's it. That's all we
I'm
need.
gonna let this play through.
So who is Danny? Let's see who Danny is.
When I send out the invites, you guys got them, right?
Yeah.
That would be your son moving in and out of the background.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
So we got a few people watching here.
what is up, guys? What is up?
How we doing, guys? We're trying something new. We're doing our best to try to get some.
Now, gentlemen, what got you in trouble is the fact that the logo that you're showing, the name that you're showing,
The logo that you use for your cast has a copyright sitting on top of it. Guess how much you get for that, basically alone? Did I give you permission to use my copyrighted material as your thumbnail? Nope, didn't. So guess what? These are more additional charges. How much time do you get in jail for copyright infringements? We're looking up to about 5 years additional charges added on, $250,000. So, yeah, another 5 more years tacked with that, each 5 years. Never gave you permission to use my copyrighted material, did I? Nope, and there's a copyright on that. Even got a text message from Jamie saying that we looked through my company and basically didn't find anything, that I didn't have any copyrights. You're talking to the person who developed the technology and has the copyrights, and you're telling me I don't have a copyright. So, again, showing the judge that also, too. Let's go back over here.
Involves copyrighted material, which I did not give you permission to use. We're ripping people off. This is what Jamie's being charged with several different agencies of basically committing these conspiracies against our company.
Stooges action up for you guys.
Yeah, we're waiting for Mo.
Yeah, there's a delay here, so what I'm seeing on my end, on the projection screen here, of the actual live stream, it's a little bit behind.
Let's go move
Yeah,
forward.
4 seconds.
There we go.
It's always going to be a few.
And there's a Parker. There's a Parker if I ever saw one.
Look at that, Danny. Dangerous Danny's in the house.
Where are guys? How you doing today? Oh, guys, that's fun. I'm a little out of it today. I got a bit of a flu or a head cold going on.
Oh, man.
It's going around, man. It's going around.
Gentlemen, have you seen enough? Do you know what's coming for you? It's going to be bad. Extremely bad. I literally have so much evidence compiled on you guys at the end of the day that we're looking at a good, easy 50 years in jail. Maybe a little higher than that. To show that you guys all ganged up on my company, try to destroy what I built at the end of the day because you were jealous. We can prove in court that your companies are faulty, they're scams, they have ripped people off, that none of your products have worked whatsoever. We also can prove that you guys have tried numerous times to try to commit fraud against my company to make my company look bad. So I'm going to sue you for millions of dollars, money that you don't even have. And the reason why the attorneys are going to jump the numbers so high, because we know you can't pay it. They want to be able to wipe you clean. That's what it comes from. And whatever you can't pay, we'll sit there and collect interest. Your credit, all that will be destroyed. Everything will be destroyed, including that and taking your freedom from you. The conspiracy charge shows that all three of you know each other. So there'd be no pointing the blame, no stabbing each other in the back, no saying this person, that person. Pretty much the only person who pretty much can fear the most is Williams and Matthew. Because Williams and Matthew were never seen in any of these documents, but we did catch Matthew a few times talking to these guys back and forth. So that pins them to them. Williams, on the other hand, not so much. But they're pretty much going to drag him down too. Because if they're going to get time, he's going to get time also. But Williams is already looking at his own problems at the end of the day. He's got those 2 accounts of post office fraud charge. He's got 40 years already looking at him already alone. Not even without the cyber harassment and all that stuff. He's already in the FBI list already. Gentlemen, today, we're going to add some new stuff in for you. Of course, we got the evidence to back everything up. Danny, you're going to be added in today. Of course, we got the evidence to back it up because you sent me an email. That was the dumbest thing you could have ever sent to me. Now, when we get to court, because you made the claim that my product comes up that dark, what we're going to have you do is we're going to have you paint my screen up. That's what we're going to do in that courtroom. You're going to put it against the white surface, everything we do here, and you're going to try to make it look like exactly what you displayed in your demonstration. Now, I am going to sue you for defamation. I'm going to sue you for defamation with the whole kitty cat nonsense and then making claims that the Phantom was our product when you never had it to begin with. I do want receipts on that product. Keep in mind all that. I want receipts, everything. As a matter of fact, all of you want receipts on anything you said that you got from us. I want receipts on everything. And then you got the conspiracy charges. You don't want to spend 20 minutes in the prison system. You don't want to spend a day in the prison system. Gentlemen, some of the times that you guys you're going to be charged with, you're going to easy make it to 50 years in jail easily. Some of these charges carry 5 to 10 prison terms. Some carry a year. Doesn't look good. And Danny, if you can't back up that your company claimed at the end of the day, this is a fraud charge. This is a 20 to 30 year prison sentence alone just for your company. Can you handle 30 years in jail? Some of you are going to handle a year in jail. I guarantee that when they come to your house to handcuff you, you're going to cry. You're definitely going to cry. You're going to cry in the car. You're going to cry when they take your fingerprints. You're going to cry. And when you get in the holding cell, you better suck those tears in and walk in there like a man. You're going to have some problems. You're going to cry a lot. Give me a lot of crying. Okay, Danny, thank you for your support. I'm going to go in and file my charges against you and call them right now. And then I'm going to go in tomorrow and file the rest of the charges against you. Should have never contacted. That's my company mail. That's not my personal account? Because they asked, no, that's my company account. You just contacted Black Series Edition. That's my company mail that you just contacted me with that nonsense at the end of the day. Jeez Louise. Danny Parker. And they called you Danny Parker. You acknowledged Danny Parker, didn't you? So that means this person right here, who's been hit with all these heavy crimes, knows you guys up here. And he called out your name and you responded back to him, which means you know him. See, the problem is that usually when people commit crimes and say you don't see them together, usually most people say, look, we're under investigation. I don't want you anywhere near around me. I don't want anybody seeing you with me because you did most of the damage. And if they see me with you, they're going to blame me for your nonsense. That's what people do when they're involved in that situation. So basically, they'll interrogate them and ask them, how much do you know this person? How much are you involved with this person? I don't know them. What are you talking about? I met him one time at a barbecue, at a bar, whatever. That was it. We had a few words, laughed a little bit, and that's it. I don't even know the person. That's what people usually do when they're looking at a conspiracy charge. You guys, on the other hand, are all sitting in the same room with different rooms talking to each other, and you're calling out each other's names and you're acknowledging each other. Not only that, you're talking about family members, which means you all know each other long enough to know each other's families' histories. So if you can't handle of them locking you up and sticking you in the back of a car and you cry in there, you cry when they fingerprint you, imagine a year in that situation. But you're beyond a year now. You're way beyond a year. You wouldn't be the last 5 years in that place. But you're looking at more than that. You're looking at 20, 30 years. He's going to get 40 years alone for post office fraud.
Finally, the three students are together in the same room.
Which one? Am I Larry Cooley or Mo? You're Mo.
Come on, you gentlemen. This will be played in the courtroom. Yes, and Jamie, you'll be the first to see it because you're the first one we're prosecuting.
Yep, we're getting that. Now it's changed now. That changed by a lot. It's not Jamie is going to be the first one that's going to be prosecuted. It's going to be all of you now. And him, on the other hand, got himself in trouble with my other half of the family. They've seen this video already. So they know that all three of you know each other. So what's good for one is good for all. That's the way they see it. That's none of my business at the end of the day. I got nothing to do with that, but that's how they see it now. So you all mark yourself. All right, gentlemen, good luck. You're going to need it. Danny, I'm going to start following right now. I'm going to call the FBI and get it taken care of. Tomorrow morning I'll be at the police station.